Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear students. With a new lesson today on Mega Goal 3, connected by technology. Reading. Let's go. Has the internet ever helped you meet or connected with a friend? Explain. Now open your box, page 12 and 13, and I will ask you some questions. What can you tell about people in the pictures? How old are they? كم أعمارهم? Where are they? أين هم? What are they doing? ماذا يفعلون? Okay, let's read the titles. Amazing Internet Connections, Finding Your Double, Saving a Life, Reunited 60 years later. What do you think each article will be about? Now, my dear students, listen and read along, okay?
Amazing Internet Connections. We all use the Internet to connect with people. Using email, social networking sites, and chat rooms are ordinary ways that people connect. But at times, the Internet has been used to connect ordinary people in extraordinary ways.
Saving a life. 12-year-old Sean Redden from Denton, Texas, was on the Internet playing a cyber fantasy world game. Suddenly, someone came online asking for help. The person said she was a Finnish business student who was locked in her college's computer lab. She said she was having an asthma attack and couldn't breathe. Redden wasn't sure if this was part of the game, as sometimes a few people lie on the net. However, as he later told the Dallas Morning News, he decided it was too real to be a joke. So Redden called the police. With the additional help of international phone operators, Finnish paramedics found 20-year-old Tara Laintinen and gave her the medical attention she needed. Without the Internet and the efforts of a 12-year-old boy half a world away, she might not have survived.
Now, my dear students, let's see some questions on the text. Text 1, Saving a Life. What was Sean Redden doing? He was playing a cyber fantasy world game. 2. What problem was the Finnish woman having? She was having an asthma attack. 3. Why couldn't she get help? She was locked in the computer lab. Was this part of the game or was it real? It was real. 5. What did Sean do? He called the police.
Finding your double. It was just an ordinary night on a crowded subway car for Patrick Swales, a 21-year-old web designer in New York City. The car had just stopped at a station, and the doors opened. Suddenly he saw himself waiting at the platform, but the clothes were not really his style. What was he doing waiting there? He should be in the car. But he was in the car. By the time he realized that he had just run into his double, the doors had shut and they were moving. At that instant, their eyes met. Disbelief, amusement, wonder were all conveyed in that one look. They both raised a hand in an attempt to catch each other, but it was too late. Shaken by the encounter and determined to find his double, Patrick came up with a unique idea. He created a website called SubwayMyDouble.com. He posted his own photo and a description of the man he had seen in the subway in the hope that someone would see it and make contact. He got the call 2 days later. Now, Patrick and his double are best friends. His name is Manuel, and he is in New York studying web design. Patrick and Manuel have decided to take themselves out of the public eye, so they have stopped updating the site. Patrick posted this message on the website: "In our best interest, there will be no more updates to this website. Unlike popular TV series, you will have to continue the story yourselves. Best wishes to all, and may you find your double someday."
Questions about finding your double. Number 1. Who is Patrick Swales? A 21-year-old web designer. 2. Who did he see on the subway? He saw his double. Why didn't he speak to him? The train doors shut and it started moving. 4. How did he find him? He created a website and posted a description of the man he had seen. 5. What are Patrick and Manuel doing now? They are best friends.
Reunited 60 years later. Ozma, a 75-year-old grandmother of 8, enjoyed telling her grandchildren stories about her youth. These stories usually featured Sabah, Ozma's best childhood friend. Ozma and Sabah had been as close as sisters. Then, when the girls were 15, Sabah's family moved away and the girls lost contact. But Ozma never forgot her childhood friend. One day, Ozma was telling her 13-year-old grandchild, Khan, a story about Sabah when Khan asked, "Why don't you try to find her?" Khan got out his laptop and showed Ozma how to surf the web. A mere 30 minutes later, they found Sabah. Ozma's hands trembled as she dialed her old friend's phone number. When Sabah answered and Ozma identified herself, Sabah burst into tears. By coincidence, Sabah was now living nearby. 60 years later, the women are inseparable once again. "My life has improved dramatically since Ozma found me," says Sabah. "I never feel lonely anymore." Adds Ozma, "It's as if we had never been apart. 60 years have made no difference to our friendship."
These are just a few of the incredible ways people have been brought together by the Internet. Every day there are more. Who knows what amazing Internet stories are unfolding at this very moment?
Now let's see some questions on the text reunited 60 years later. Questions on the text reunited 60 years later. Number 1. What was the relationship between Asma and Sabah in the past? They were best friends. 2. Why did they lose contact? Sabah's family moved away. Who helped Asma find Sabah and how? Her grandson Khan showed her how to surf the web, and they found Angela's phone number. The last question. What is the relationship between Sabah and Asma now? They are inseparable. Now, my dear students, you are asked to answer this question. Number 1. In your own words, explain how Saint Redden saved Tara Lentinen. 2. What do you think of the way Patrick Swales found his double? Would you ever do something like this? Why not? Number 3. Think about the story of Asma and Sabah. Is there someone you would like to be reunited with? Who and why? What do all of the stories have in common? Thank you, my dear students, for listening. See you next time, inshallah. Best wishes for success. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mr. Ahmed Ismail.